Gratefully, in a lot of senses, society doesn't know, and Tasmanian community doesn't know a lot about what Aero does, which is a really good outcome in a lot of ways, because you don't need to know stuff until you do.
When we receive a call about concerns for a young person, we then take that concern and then we look at the history and then we engage with services that might be supporting that young person. We get all that information together. We don't make the decision, so the person who's holding that case. We go to different stakeholders to get the best outcome for the family and to get the best knowledge of what's best for that.
It was really about putting the families at the absolute centre of the table and saying, what would you need if you're a person that needed support, advice, if you're a professional contacting a service, what would you need? And it's like, well, I want everything to be together. And so as part of that, there needed to be a very authentic partnership of those agencies of government and non-government, sitting together in the same room, collaborating around families, sharing our skill sets and our previous experience, and then also welcoming in co-locations from other agencies.
We get to talk to each of the parents, grandparents or other services, and we can get the fuller picture.
Parents can call us, young people, children can call us, school social workers, people at hospitals, the next door neighbour, anyone can contact us as long as it relates to a concern around well-being or safety of a child under the age of 18.
It's such a unique job in the sense that you get to touch on a little bit of everything, and that strength-based approach as well around supporting families.
And I see it as a real credit that people will begin their career at ARL or have it as a stepping stone in their career, and then we're going to have ARL trained workers and workers with knowledge of the system stepping into other parts.
What my focus and what Strong Families Save Kids sees is that if we can empower and strengthen the capacity of the parents, we can keep those families together. So the main aim for me, if I'm going out to do a referral, is work on the strengths of the parents and then continue to build on those.
We always talk to them. It does not matter who answers the phone to you. We have staff that are skilled in risk assessment and family support, and you need to know that whoever answers the phone is going to be able to support you.
Amazing work has been done in just merging and bringing together, that we're just a one big team, all working, delivering the same roles, and that collaborative, it's almost like the work we do externally is around it takes a village, and that's internally what we do as well.
And as a new worker coming in, it's really interesting because I see that real cohesion between the non-government and government staff.
It's pretty amazing in that we ask the ARL workers everyone to do the same job, given that we're, lots of workers can sit from different spaces, but then looking at how the different organisations come together and how different organisations have different skill sets, and you'll see that come forward.
And that was the real attraction for me as well, is working collaboratively, not just with government partners, but also the non-government partners, and situated in the same building.
We catch up with the ARL guys every week. So schools can ring us and say, listen, Billy Smith, what's going on? We ask the question, we can get the answers. The key to early intervention is being able to get the supports that a kid requires as quickly as possible, or a family. And for us, the Advice and Referral Line is one of the key relationships you've got to build.
I've been around when Advice Referral Line began, and it's been a very useful resource to contact and get that support for the young person, and really for the worker as well. It becomes a sort of a system-wide support for everyone involved, and I think it brings better outcomes for people who are involved.
And again, we don't have all the answers to all the questions, so you've got to go and find the answers, and the ARL is one of the key areas where we can get answers. And the great thing about it is I think we've built a relationship that says we may not always agree on the situation, but we're going to have really good, robust discussions and come up with a solution that says we're trying to find a way forward. They're going to be at the top of your speed dial because most of the time that you're looking to support when our team becomes involved. And I think they're still the top of the speed dial from even schools all of the time.
We need to be kind and respectful and collaborative within the organisation in order for that to flow onto our families.
I will say it's the first workplace culture that I've walked into and I've immediately been welcomed and appreciated.
I come to work every day with a smile on my face and I leave every day with a smile on my face.
Working in this sort of sector, you have to have a good culture.
We've got a memory board of pictures that we put up of different functions we have, so that when you come in, it's not like a miserable place. It's like, oh yeah, this is a happening place.
I don't think I really quite understood how Advice Referral Line worked in the sense that I was expecting maybe cubicles and grey offices, but it's actually quite a nice space to enter. You can tell there's a real care and team effort involved. You can see people ducking between desks just to have a chat to make sure that everything's going smoothly and well.
I'm always encouraged to come down here, and there's always a desk for you here. It's just awesome. I love coming down here. Everyone is so bubbly and happy and supportive.
We mentor people, so as soon as a new person starts, I'm very conscious at new people how daunting it is as a new job. So we just wrap ourselves around them and offer them heaps of support.
I'll never forget my first day coming in, and there's all balloons on my desk and welcome signs, and I just felt really warmly embraced as as a new staff member, and I'm not sure I'd ever felt that before.
I think there's a huge desire and an amazing commitment from every worker and the team as a whole around creating safety and wellbeing for kids. We have to talk about really horrific abuse, and we have to be really clear in talking about it and documenting it. We have to look it straight in the eye. We can't shy away from it, and that's a really challenging part of the work.
It makes a huge difference to be able to be working in a space where at any given time you can stop and check in with somebody and get additional support. The layout of the floor, that if somebody hears something they can check in on you really quickly, is really a fantastic thing.
The other thing that I'm trying to foster and I try to bring to the team is also challenging people when we haven't stepped into the really hard work and we might need to. Yeah, so both supportive but equally trying to hold each other to account too and make sure we're doing the work in a way that's really effective.
It's a really open sort of space, and they really do encourage at all levels you just to reach out and ask for support.
A 10-year-old kid that never goes into the youth justice system, there could be 1,000 reasons why they didn't go into it. So it's hard sometimes to measure what we do, but I think there's enough evidence out there that early intervention works to support kids